Welcome to another episode of Mindset Reset. I'm the host with the most. This is your boy, Doc Favors, you all. And as always, I want to share with you about a few things that's going on tonight. In particular, we're launching our first online event called the Paradigm Shift Unlimited or the Paradigm Shift Experience. And what that is we have partnered with the Proctor Gallagher Institute, and we're excited. Now, I'll say more about that toward the end of the video, but obviously, if you want to get free access to that, just join the link below and join our private Facebook group today. That's happening tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, totally free. But get ready, because it's going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours impact information that you haven't seen or heard before, okay? And if you have seen it or heard it before, you haven't seen it or heard it like this, because we're involved. Now, with that being said, I want to talk to you all today about goal achievement. But I think I want to talk to you all about goal achievement from this standpoint. And someone asked a question. How about that? And they said, well, how much time do it take for me to get into the goal? So we were talking about the program we have coming up, and they said, what a potential client said, well, how long will it take for me to see results? And I want to give you all a short version using some of my notes that I said to them, but I think this is going to be a real blessing to you. I think you're going to really enjoy it. So they asked the question, how much time do I give myself to reach my goal? And I want you to understand that is a very common question. Many people ask that, especially if you are goal-oriented, you're task-oriented, you want to check off the marks as you go. But here's the answer that we had to come up with. And now, once again, I'm going to use my notes and I'm going to expound. So in my notes, it says, no one has ever developed the awareness of how long it takes for a non-physical seed to manifest into form. So you must guess. So in other words, you all think about it. We don't plant seeds and then try to rush the seed to grow. You don't plant seeds and try to hurry up and harvest them, because you may harvest them too soon before they maximize their potential. So one of the first things that I told them, even before we got into these three answers, I said, man, you never want to rush your progress. Your progress has to have time. It has a maturity date on it. And it's according to your learning curve. It's according to your hunger. It's according to your desire. It's multifaceted. There's multiple things that goes into how long does it take a goal to come to pass or to manifest, if you will. So with that being said, I then said to him, listen, it's a few things I want you to get. Number one is the moment you consciously entertain the image of yourself in possession of your goal, you have it on the first level of creation. So obviously he said, well, how many levels of creation are there? And I said, well, that's what I'm getting ready to show you. There's a couple of things that I want you to get. But when it comes to goal achievement, you all check this out. I told him, I said, just let me do what I do. Don't try to put the horse before the cart. Just settle down. Let me do what I do. So then I said to him, well, listen, the first level of creation is the intellectual piece. And it's the seed that's in a non-physical form. Okay. That means it's the idea, guys. It's the things that you think about doing, the things that you want to do, your dreams, your visions, your desires. The first place the goal starts is in your mind. So when I told him the moment you consciously entertain the image of yourself in possession of this goal. Now, these are some of the things that we're going to be teaching you all, that we're learning, that is just so fascinating to me, because think about that. The moment you consciously entertain the image of yourself in possession of your goal, you have it on the first level of creation. That's the first level, but you have it. So it's almost that when you have a desire, if you believe you have them, then when you ask for them, you'll receive them. Okay. Now, that's a quote from the good book. We quote that all the time. Don't forget, I am Bishop Favors. But I want you to understand that it works on both sides, guys. This information is not new. It is not something that has just come about. It's been hidden. It's been tucked away in the mind, in the writings of great, prolific, and wealthy men and women. And so now our level of awareness gives us the ability to uncover that. So the first thing in your goal achievement process, you all, is you got to get an image of it, an image of yourself having it already, of yourself achieving it already. Okay. Then the second thing I told him is that you have to plant the image, which is that non-physical seed, right? You got to plant that image in the proper environment. And we know that environment is the subconscious mind. Now, let me pause and tell you all something real quick. We're going to be going into greater detail with this type of information about the paradigm and how your conscious mind, your subconscious mind allows you to manifest and to really get the things that you want out of life. So just Don't forget, hit that link down below. Join the private Facebook group because we'll be streaming live over there. It's totally free for you, okay? So anyway, the second thing I told him is that you got to impress. You got to get that image to go into your universal, to go into your subconscious mind. Now, many people don't know, as I didn't as well, is that subconscious mind, you all, is the place where we get emotionally involved with the image of goal. And watch, that is the second level in terms of creation and goal creation. So the first level is it start here in your conscious mind. The second level is in your subconscious mind. But did you all know that in your subconscious mind, that is the place you are to where you get emotionally involved with the thing? That's the place where your paradigm is. That's the place that gives you the ability to act and move when you get emotionally involved. So you all can see and feel. I told you all I was going to be sharing this along the way, some of the things that we're learning. And I'm going to tell you, I'm smitten by it. It's amazing. I read books, I got degrees, but let me tell you something. I haven't seen it or heard it and experienced it explained in such a way that's so practical, it's dangerous, because it's so practical that it's often overlooked. Seriously, all right? So that was the first thing I told him. I said, man, listen, don't try to rush it. Get it in your mind first. Get it in your intellectual mind, which is the first level of the goal creation. Then the second is to get it down into your subconscious mind. Now, at this point, you have many more questions. And I said, well, that's the very reason why I want you to consider joining our program, because this is not something that you can just get wrapped up and just get it in a hit it and quit it type of deal. Get rich type of quit. It's not that. This takes process, man. Achieving goals is a process of time, just like achieving wealth. And you can do quantum leaps, don't get me wrong, but you still have to have a system in place to handle the growth, the achievement. All right, so here's the last thing I told him. I'm going to share with you all with this because I don't want to go too long, but the moment you get emotionally involved with your goal, the image instantly and automatically, you all, begins to move into physical form. So wait a minute. You mean to tell me first, I get it in my mind. I get a vision, an image of me having it. Then I get emotionally involved with it. Like, I'm charged up. Woohoo! And then at that moment, something happened in the cosmos, in the universe that God created. At that moment, it automatically begins to move into physical form. See, it is vitally important that you not only understand, but also believe in this creative process, because now I'm not going to go too deep on this video, but you got something about the law of oneness, and that means that everything is interconnected, right? Then you got the law of motion. So when it says it begins, when Bob said it begins to move into physical form, I totally get it. But for those of you all who don't, that simply means everything is always moving, right? Some would say we're in an ocean of motion. You know how we said the cliches. But the reality of it is molecules and things are moving. So if you think about the law of attraction, the law of vibration, I'm going to be teaching on these things. I've known about them, studied them, but I want to get this perspective in me first before I bring it to you all. But when you start to teach on these things and really get involved with these things, you'll realize that you're either moving, you're either progressing or digressing, right? So this is why you got to understand that forward progress, upward movement with intentionality is important for you. So then here it is. The common error most people make when guessing at the time it will take to reach the goal is that they give themselves too much time. Now, I had to learn this. For me, it happened when I got a revelation that I need to start moving with a sense of urgency, right? What does that mean? That means when you got a clear slate, you got a yes, you got all systems go, then you really got to get into action and get emotionally involved, because when you're excited, you move fast, don't you? Well, that really means you're just at a fast rate of vibration because you've put your body in the state. Now, I know this sounds weird, but it is the truth. You get excited about it. You get on fire about it. Next thing you know, you start to move different. Things start to open up. It's called momentum, y'all. When a team has momentum, everything they put up seems to drop. Basketball seems to fall. Team got momentum, they throwing plays. In football, they shredding the needle with that ball, getting it in there. Same thing happens for us, guys. So when you talk about goal achievement, when you don't pay attention to how long, what you should be paying attention is to the journey that you're taking, right? Get a picture of it. Get emotionally involved with it by pressing it down to second level. And then at that moment, it begins to move into physical form. So you don't have to know why or how or anything, like just know you're doing these small steps. So it brings into play a quote by Northcott Parkinson's. Says this, the law comes into play here. Work expands to fill the time allotted for it. I'm going to read that one more time. Work expands to the fill or to fill the time allotted for it. So if you give too much time, this is why when we set goals and we set affirmations, we put a date and we put a time on them. We already, I'm going to tell y'all, some of you all may have heard of this already, but when I tell you we got gold cards that we really use these, and it's information on both of these gold cards. I don't know if y'all can see them. I don't want to put them up too close, but it's writing on those gold cards, right? We use this information, y'all. This is how we've been able to do some great and phenomenal things, how we've been able to teach and train some phenomenal people. So with that being said, you all, once again, I'm getting ready to close this thing out. I hope something was said that would encourage you to go after your goals, go after some stretch goals, go after some big goals, you all. We're going to be talking about that as well. So with that being said, you all, don't forget that I'm going to leave a link down below. The event is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. I want to stress that. Join that group. It's for free. And if you say, well, I can't get to the event tonight, guess what? We're going to leave the replay up for a few weeks so that some of you all who can't make it tonight but still need the information, you can have access. So just join the group, y'all. I'm getting ready to share with you all and present some information. All right. And it's not going to be me because we have some things that Bob and Sandy is going to say through recordings, right? So as I learn from them, you learn from them through me. And it's going to be amazing. Trust me when I tell you. All right. Just like reading the book, seeing the recording. But it haven't been seen out openly. I haven't seen some of the material that they're dropping. And I'll definitely be letting you know about that. So anyway, guys, click that link below. Watch it. Join the group. And as always, this is your boy Doc Faze. If you have not hit the like button, subscribe button, please do that. If you got any content. Y'all see I'm so excited I can barely talk, right? Y'all know I don't stutter like that. But I'm just so excited because I know what I'm getting ready to be able to help. I know how it's helping my life. And I'll share some testimonies with you all tonight. Not here on Open, but I'll share some financial gains and some other gains that we've been doing. But anyway, y'all know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the transmission for your boy. And also, y'all, as always, stay positive on purpose, not by accident. And I hope to see you all tonight, right? We'll see you soon. Peace.